Welcome everyone. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a few crypto catalysts for the month of December. So this is market moving news that you should definitely be paying attention to. The first piece of news today comes from gTrade and their Arbitrum launch. So if you're not familiar with Gains Network, this is a perpetual futures DEX that is live on Polygon right now, and they're making a move over to Arbitrum. So gTrade is the DEX that you're trading on, and they offer several different things from crypto to stocks to forex as well. Quite popular on Polygon, and this should accrue a lot of value to the Gains Network token if the launch is actually successful. And the launch on Arbitrum should come sometime in December, and after that there's a 100k trading competition. So definitely go ahead and check it out, become familiar with the platform, and perhaps you can show off some of your trading skills. The next piece of news comes from Chainlink. So we've talked about this in the past couple videos. In October, we mentioned there was going to be a Chainlink SmartCon where they'd announced the date. And then in November, we went into a little bit more of the details. But now officially we have Chainlink Staking here. So it's launching December 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And Chainlink God has a couple of good threads here just detailing what Chainlink Staking actually is, who's eligible, that sort of thing. And so when Chainlink Staking actually opens, they're going to have an initial pool, which will be capped at 25 million link, which is currently 5% of the circulating supply. So 5% of the circulating supply of link is due to be locked up, and that will happen on December 6th, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is definitely something we should be paying attention to, as Chainlink is one of the largest and most economically relevant tokens out there in crypto. Now, the next piece of news comes from Blur. Now, they're doing their Airdrop round 2. So if you're not familiar with Blur, this is the NFT marketplace aggregator that recently went live, and they're going to be doing the second airdrop. They did their first one for people who were doing a bunch of trading and doing a lot of volume on Blur, and so the second one's coming along, and we'll talk about how you can actually get your second airdrop if you've been trading on Blur. They have a cool thread here on Twitter, which I'll link down in the description down below. Remember, everything that I mentioned here should have a link in the description. So Blur Airdrop 2 is officially live. Their second airdrop is 10 times larger than the first, and you have 14 days to claim by placing a bid on Blur. So as you know, as I said before, it's an NFT aggregator, and they processed $225 million in trading volume last month. So to celebrate Airdrop 2, they're launching bidding on Blur. So Blur bids are made in ETH. They come with stolen NFT protection, so flagged NFTs can't sell into your bid. And they're free to place and free to cancel, no gas required for either, which is pretty awesome. So Airdrop 2 was calculated based on Blur listings. Listings got a score based on how likely they were to sell and their collections activity. Listings with full royalties received 2 times the points, and traders get a 5% bonus for sweeping 3 times and a 50% bonus for sweeping 6 times. You can claim your care packages from Airdrop 2 by placing a single bid for any amount of any collection. Once you've claimed, you can reveal your packages immediately, and then when you bid, you also start earning points towards Airdrop 3, our final and biggest airdrop, and the Airdrop 3 ends in January when the Blur token finally launches. And so if you're trading NFTs anyway, you might as well start routing some volume through Blur. Not only will you be eligible for an airdrop, you're also likely to get the best prices for buying and selling on Blur because it's an NFT aggregator. The next piece of news comes from Ape and the staking rewards that are going live on December 6th. So Ape staking, the day is finally here. Ape holders, you can go to apestake.io, connect your wallet, and then stake your position. Now, I just have to note that this isn't real staking, in the sense that by staking your Ape tokens, you're only making sure that your share of the Ape network is not being diluted as much as the people not staking their Ape tokens. So you can't think of this as passive income. That's not the way to think about this. Most staking where you receive native tokens for doing so isn't actually any form of passive income. If you're staking and the rewards are in a different token, you can think of that more as a passive income. Don't consider this as passive income. ETH staking can be considered a form of passive income, but Ape staking cannot. Another interesting part here is that if you stake your Ape coin in one of the NFT pools and then sell your NFT, you lose the staked Ape coin. So PeckShield put out a funny tweet here. So basically, an arbitrager borrowed ETH from DYDX, used that ETH to then purchase an ape from one of these NFT pools. sold off this 6.4k ape coin, and then sold off the ape as well, and then repaid that loan, and they ended up walking away from that trade with about 6 ETH in profit. So keep that in mind if this is something that you're actually going to be doing. And the next crypto catalyst comes from Neon and their mainnet launch. So if you're not familiar with Neon, Neon is effectively a layer 2 for Solana that allows for EVM compatibility. So EVM is the Ethereum virtual machine, and effectively it allows Ethereum developers to copy paste their code directly onto Neon, and that means a bunch of Ethereum dApps will start popping up on this layer 2. So you'll be able to use Ethereum dApps with Solana speed, which is the goal here. And so the mainnet is on the 12th of December 2022. I think this is definitely something you should go ahead and check out if you're a fan of the Solana ecosystem and if you're a fan of airdrops. Whilst they don't have a token now, and I've not seen any talk around a token, it's likely they are going to be giving out a token here for early adopters. And so you'll be able to bridge onto Neon using the portal bridge, and a couple of the dApps from Ethereum that are coming to Neon include Aave, Curve, Balancer, SushiSwap. The next thing to take a look at is some macro data. So you'll get a lot of these macro data things pop up, which massively affect the market as well. And we're going to be talking about the CPI dates and the FOMC meetings. So the CPI data for the month of November 2022 will be announced on December 13th, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we also have an FOMC meeting on December 13th, and the details of that will be released on December 14th. Now, it's important that you pay attention to these dates, because the market often reacts violently according to the data that actually comes out of these meetings, either positive or negative. If we get something bullish, then we might see some sort of Christmas rally, and if you are holding any highly leveraged positions, it's probably a good idea to de-risk before the event. And it's something that you can trade off as well, if you're a good trader, or if you know how to interpret the news correctly. Now, the last part of this video is miscellaneous news. Now, these are news pieces that I couldn't quite find the sources for, but I will be talking about them, and there's a lot of chatter going around these particular news pieces. There are a couple of people on crypto Twitter who I got these off of, and I'll be linking them down in the description down below. So the first piece of news is SushiSwap. So it's likely that the new tokenomics draft will be released later this December. So this is quite important because Sushi has been a token that's not done very well in the last, I want to say, 2 years. At least since May of 2021, DeFi has been taking a big hammering, and SushiSwap is one of those tokens that hasn't done so well. And so by revamping the tokenomics, hopefully this might have some sort of a pump if the market sees that the new tokenomics draft is favorable. And so definitely keep an eye out for what the new tokenomics might be. Take a look at the Sushi forums, and also keep the SushiSwap Twitter account on your notifications. The next piece of news comes from Aave and their potential release of their stablecoin. Dopex is likely to release a stablecoin soon as well, and more info on that is coming probably later this month. The next piece of news is the expected release of DYDX v3 at the end of this year. Now, this isn't something that I could confirm. I thought this was coming probably Q1 of 2023, so January, February, March sort of time. But I've seen a lot of chatter out there that at least the testnet version of DYDX v3 might be coming out. And with DYDX being one of, if not the most popular perpetual futures DEX in crypto, this will be big news, and it might lead to a rally in the DYDX token. So that's all the news that I had for today. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one.